Hello everybody, my name is Haralabos and welcome to the Board Game Central. Stick with us to find out in our news what many reviewers and players said about today's game. And today's game is... For those of you that are new with Board Game Central, here we take the collected views of people that have played and or reviewed a board game, the specific board game that we have for today, and we give you a quick overview. In the comments below you can find links for other reviewers that have opinions and playthroughs about the game, so you can better decide if this game is for you. So let's go on to the game. So let me talk to you about what happens in the game briefly. In the game you use resources by taking advantage of many things. For example, the generals, which they give you specific abilities, and with these abilities you can manipulate some things on the game. Apart from that, you can get an army and you can upgrade your army, and you can conquer many lands, and these lands give you resources, and you also can conquer the opponent's capital cities, and all of these can help you get some thresholds in the game, and these thresholds give you the victory points you need to win the game. Yeah, so what happens with the views of the people that played it? So I'm going to start with a more positive note and end up with the things that people thought as negatives. So yeah, let's start with the positive ones. Okay, let's talk about some things that players saw and they gave their positive views on it. So one of the things is the card battle system that the game uses. So each card has rows of specific units, and it gives some values in each unit, and you decide with your cards in hand which cards you want to use in order to compare your card with the opponent's card. So this is a nice system, although many people said that many people find it a bit complex, so they would prefer to have a more streamlined approach on this. Also, the components of the game are very nice. There are some wooden discs which represent your units, and they're so nice. Generally, the production value is very high. And last but not least, for a war game, people said that it doesn't use much space. So it's more compact, and it doesn't take as much space in the table. So this is a very nice positive thing that people thought about. Yeah, and these were mostly the positive ones. Let's go to the more negative side. So yes. So let's go forward on the more negative side and what people told me about some of the things that they bothered them. So one of these things that, although this game has some unique elements, and one of these unique elements is the scoreboard. So the scoreboard is a board that you can find at the back of the box, and not only it contains the victory point tracker, it contains some very important thresholds, so you can keep track on what you got and what the opponent lost, because not two people can have the same score threshold success, let's say, at the same time. Not all of them can be accomplished. So having at the back of the box, although it's unique, it creates some problems. For example, time and friction will cause the colors to fade. So this was the worry of many people. And one also very important thing is that though the box is very big to fit all of them, and this is very good and has very good insert, because it's that high, many people cannot see clearly and easily the board. So if one of the players at the end of the table cannot see very clear because it's elevated and it's not very visible. It's only a small thing though. Yeah, so many people also told me that this game is very slow due to the fact there are many small rules to keep track of. And the majority of the people told me that maybe it needs a more streamlined approach on the game. And also, as a strategic board game, it has a fair amount of luck. For example, in many of the two-player games, one can have a general that's overpowering, because there are many generals in specific situations that overpower others. And if this general gets much more advantage in this game, and maybe you can draw 2 generals, 3 generals when it's time to draw generals, that you get very good ones. It creates an imbalance in the game. Also, there's 1 and 2 tokens at a specific threshold level that you should accomplish, and these tokens have 1 and 2 numbers. So what happens if in 4 consecutive turns you get to draw number 1, or 5 consecutive turns instead of drawing the number 2? So it happened personally to me. So I felt this game, except also for the other things in the game, it felt that had much luck. Also, the card system, as I told you before, people thought about it has much luck in it. Apart from that, I think these too many small rules is the reason why many of the people that bought the game haven't got around and played it. And the rules are a bit confusing. There is a streamlined version of the rules uploaded on BGG, but I think this shows that from the beginning of the game this wasn't a good sign. So, as a general opinion, many of the people thought that this game needs a more streamlined version, maybe a second printing, I don't know. There are also the people that enjoyed the game. So we cannot say that this game is bad, of course. I'm going to let you decide that. I'm just reporting what other people told me, and I hope that you get the opportunity to play the game and see for yourself. So, thank you for watching Board Game Central. I'm Harald Botsakiris, and this is Future Games channel. Thank you very much, guys.